Happy New Year to all of you. We're about halfway through the hiatus, and I just wanted to check in on you and take care of some business and hang out for a while. Sadie the cat is in attendance. Hi, Sadie. Nice to see you. All right. So I've been keeping busy throughout the hiatus. There's always work to be done here in the basement, preparing for the next year. I've got a bunch of episodes scheduled. A bunch of co-hosts coming in, some familiar faces, and some brand new people. That's right, there's still new people coming into the basement, so I'm excited about that. I've been watching a lot of movies. That's what I do, and I watched this. I watched Patch of Blue. Peggy. I finally watched it, and I'm going to talk about it on the first episode of this show, which comes out February 2nd. So right now I want to do some stuff that we normally would do in the end of the year megasodes, which we don't do anymore. And I'm going to start with talking about my favorite and least favorite movies from this past year, 2023. I'll start with favorite because that's an easy choice. My favorite movie was Cabaret. I think it is not only a great film, but it is a unique vision. It has given us some iconic images and sounds and scenes, and I think it's one of the great movies of the 20th century. So that is my favorite movie. Honorable mentions go to Our Man Flint, Nightmare Alley, and Shane, which were all also very good. Sadie, did you see that one? Did you see Cabaret? She didn't see it. And now my least favorite movies of the year. This is a tougher choice because we watched some real stinkers. The three most likely to not succeed, as it were, Pinocchio, Problem Child, and Jack Frost. Any one of these could be on the bottom of the pile, but there can be only one. Now, Pinocchio is terrible, but it has a certain storybook charm to it that is undeniable, and it's not enough to redeem the film, but it is enough to keep it off of the bottom of my list. Jack Frost, a terrible film, terrible all around, but the premise of Jack Frost is so stupid that it kind of does a through the looking glass thing and it becomes less bad. It's hard to explain. When you watch Michael Keaton walking around saying, "I'm a snowman," you realize the movie knows how dumb it is. And there's something redeeming about that. Something very molecular-sized redeeming about that. So, my least favorite movie was Problem Child, with a bullet. It had a bad script, it had bad acting, it had bad comedy, it was a waste of a talented comedian, John Ritter. Rest in peace. And it was so crass and cynical that not only did I dislike it, but I had contempt for it. So Problem Child, the worst of the year. Sadie, have you seen that movie, Problem Child? No? Okay. It looks like Cecil has also joined us for the discussion. Hello, Cecil. Nice to see you. Yes. I have a viewer comment here. The Asiatic Cheetah writes, "I would love it if the Basement Hall of Fame continued." Guess what, bud? I have our new Hall of Fame members right here, and I'm going to tell you about them right now. First of all, from Ghostbusters 2, she also joined us for Corvette Summer several years ago. It is Annie Potts.
He was a little fussy at first, and we just gave him some French bread pizza. Passed right out.
Any woman who loves French bread pizza deserves a place in my heart and in my Hall of Fame. Also from Ghostbusters 2, we have the Ghostbuster that tends to get the least amount of love, but he's going to get the most inducted into our Hall of Fame today, Ernie Hudson, who also appeared in the movie The Crow. Congratulations, sir. You have earned a deserved place in the Welcome to the Basement Hall of Fame. Next up is a man who menaced us in the movie Crisscross and in Ministry of Fear. His name is Dan Duryea. He gets into the Hall of Fame for his acting prowess and for his creative use of giant scissors. Bob Fosse is a director. He brought us All That Jazz and All That Cabaret, and now he is all the way in the Hall of Fame. He is a talented and singular force in movie making. He is not alive anymore, but he will live on in the Welcome to the Basement Hall of Fame. Next up, we have a director and an animator. He is claymation legend Will Vinton, who brought us the bizarre adventures of Mark Twain, and he also did the claymation for Return to Oz. You know who really loves Will Vinton? It's Tony Mayer, who's been the co-host on this show. I wonder what he would have to say in this moment. I just wonder what Tony would have to say.
Hey there, basement dwellers. It's Tony. Can you believe it's the end of the year already, and we're already doing the Welcome to the Basement Hall of Fame Awards? And I cannot believe that Will Vinton is going in the Hall of Fame. My first movie on Welcome to the Basement, the movie that really made me aware of my own mortality and made each passing day filled with equal parts wonder and dread. Well, I've invited a little more of that wonder and dread into my own life personally, because I got myself a little Christmas present. Will Vinton's Claymation Christmas. If you've seen it, you know how much fun it is. I think my favorite song might be We Three Kings. All of them strong segments. Fun bonus, it also comes with 2 more holiday specials. It comes with Claymation Easter and the Claymation Comedy of Horrors. A monster convention. Well, it looks like I'm going to be entertained and contemplating my mortality once again for at least 2 more holidays this year.
All right, that's what he has to say. And finally, getting into the Welcome to the Basement Hall of Fame, it's a man who we've previously seen in Lost Highway way back in season 1, and also in Surveillance this year. It's Bill Pullman. And I gotta say, the main reason he's getting into the Hall of Fame is this.
You opened them up like a can of soda.
Let's go ahead and watch that again. He bursts all over like a soda can. I love it. I could watch that over and over again, like right now. Okay. That's right, Cecil. Come on in. Make yourself at home. I have another viewer comment here from As If New As Mohammed 9603, who says, it's odd to see you stand for this long on the show. This person is referring to the Christmas music video that I made 2 weeks ago, where I was up in the living room and I stood the whole time. And let me tell you, I stood the whole time. I did that whole thing in one take. And it ended, I cut it down to 19 minutes. I think it was originally like 23, 24. And then I had to do all of those album covers, like standing like this for all of them. By the end, I was exhausted. I felt like I don't know what. So the physical toll that video took on my body just shows you what terrible shape my body is. And, I should do something about that in 2024. New Year's resolutions. A lot of people responded well to the Couch episode that I released with Dylan, where we watched another Jack Frost. I had a lot of fun doing that. Dylan did too. And I want to share something that Dylan said off camera that I thought was very funny. And this joke maybe has been made before, because now that I've heard it, it seems so obvious. But when you take away one letter, Pantera becomes Panera. I thought that was very funny. There should be a Pantera cover band called Panera, where they just do light rock versions of Pantera songs. And no one would go to see them. This is a problem with a lot of my ideas. They're good ideas, but they don't work. And no one wants to do them. That's what, sometimes that's the curse of the creative person. That's the curse of the life of the mind. That you come up with stuff that no one wants or needs. So I can live with that. Anyway, let's get back to this paper that has all the words on it that I need. I've been getting all kinds of mail. I have some of the mail here. This is not even all of the mail. We got a big pile of mail, and it's tempting for me to just tear into those boxes and open them up right now. But I'm going to save them for unboxing. What I am going to do is I'm going to open up some of these Christmas cards, because that seems like that should be done closer to the holiday. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do one today. I'm going to save these for some of the other videos that we're going to do. Why don't I open the one that came from the longest distance, and that is from Therese over there in Mackay, Australia. I'll open this up and look at it. Okay. Oh, that's nice. This is a homemade Christmas card. And it says, Merry Christmas, Basement Dwellers. Love, Therese, Imogen, and Andon. Oh, isn't that sweet? Can you see that? Can you see that? That is a Christmas card. It smells like the Southern Hemisphere. I love it. Thank you, Therese. It's great to hear from you again. Just a little nip of courage. I hope that you keep up with our Facebook page. That's right, the show has a Facebook fan page. I post all of the new episodes on there, and also during the hiatus, I've been posting questions for people to answer. You can go check those out if you haven't. People have been giving me some great suggestions for scene-its, which I've been adding to my scene-it list. My scene-it list is huge. But you can give me more of those in the comments for this video. And also, next week on the Facebook page, I'm going to make a post asking you if you have any questions for me or for any of the guest hosts that have been on this past year. As far as I know, all of them will be returning in the new year. So if you have a question for Doug Reed or for Wheezy Waiter or whoever, feel free to ask it in the comments. Please check out our website, welcometothebasementshow.com. It has our, as you know, I say this every episode, it has our entire back catalog. It has PayPal donation buttons that you can click on to make a one-time or rolling monthly donation to support the show. During the hiatus, we've got so many generous one-time donors. I'm looking forward to talking about those in the new year. And our rolling donors are still rolling strong, and that is so important for this show. The donations are something that helps us keep going, and it means a great deal to me. So thank you to all of our current and future donors. Well, that is all I have to say for right now. I will see you next week. Thanks for hanging out with me here in the basement. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. I know Sadie did, though you couldn't tell from looking at her. Cecil? Cecil? Goodbye. I got a new coffee mug. Do you see? Look at that. Isn't that nice? I like it.